Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I want to do a quick unboxing and a quick run through of my new Philips air fryer. This model is the Essential XL and the model is HD9270. I believe this is a fairly new model and it's got touchscreen controls and rapid air movement technology. I got this on offer yesterday for a really good price, and this is a 6.2 liter air fryer, and of course this is a mainstream Philips brand, and it came with a free gift of a roasting tray and also a baking tray. The roasting tray has skewers that I can use to make kebabs. So let's do a quick unboxing. I have checked online. The recommended retail price for this is RM799. Now the best online price I could find was about just over 500 ringgits. I got it on offer yesterday for below 400, so you know, glad I got it, but we still have to test this thing out. Alright, so I'm just gonna move this aside. I have not used this or opened this before, so bear with me when I try to unbox this, okay? Alright, so this is the, I hope if you can see, HD9270/91. It's rated at 2000 watts. And I'm just going to open it from the below. That's the warranty card. I'm just going to leave this aside. I'm just going to be mindful on how I open this because it's a small countertop. Alright, let me move this to the center. This thing looks fairly sleek, doesn't it? So let me see if I can actually zoom in. Alright, no dials, no knobs, touchscreen controls. Let me see if I can. Oh, it's, yeah, got to remove the tape from both sides. Okay. And let's see. So this particular model has a non-stick perforated tray inside, and let me just quickly show you. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted this is because the inside of the air fryer is fully clad with aluminium, fully surrounded with aluminium, so I won't get too much of plastic fumes like a cheaper model that I had bought previously. So this is fully clad aluminium. Okay, and let me just move this aside. And the basket itself, again, that they say this is like 6 liters. Okay. To remove the roasting basket, there is a safety latch which you have to push forward to access the button, so then I can release it. So this is the tray. Now because it's Philips, I would trust the quality a little bit more in terms of the non-stick material, so it feels quite good quality. And the bottom of the drip tray has the patented turbo star technology to help with circulating air. Other air fryers don't seem to have this type of design. Maybe this is the patent. There's actually a small rubber knob down here to make sure that the roasting basket doesn't get scratched. So this is put back. So let me show you, if I can, the inside. So that's the heating element, and the fan is just on top of the heating element. And as you can see, the inside is fully clad with aluminium. even the bottom and the sides. So this will prevent any types of plastic fumes, at least I hope so. Unlike the cheaper, smaller, different brand model that I got a few months ago. And this seems fairly large as well. I potentially can fit a whole chicken into here if I press it down, or if I patchcock it, like if I split the chicken into two and lay it flat. This should fit a whole chicken. So of course, first of all, I'm going to go wash the insides tray first before I start heating it and using it. Let's have a look at what is in the manual. There we go. And you can download the manual online as well from the Philips website. Okay, it's a big piece of paper. I was hoping they gave a booklet or something. Multiple languages. Nope. Yep. Okay. This thing is just a quick start guide and cleaning guide. This is like a warranty card. Well, it doesn't come with the user manual because I need to know like the roasting times and so on. That I know I can find from the online manual because I downloaded it yesterday. Alright, so I'm going to stop and clean the machine and then I'll come back. Before that, let me just show you what's inside here. Again, I've not opened this before. This is the free gift, which is the double layer accessory, which is for the skewers and roasting, and one baking tray. Okay, fairly small roasting tray. So I'd say this is about 15 cms times 15 cms by about maybe 6 or 7 cms high. Good for a small cake. And this is for roasting, so you can get better air circulation as well as you can do skewers. Okay, so I'm going to leave this aside and wash this and come back. So I got the air fryer cleaner, wiped the outside and the insides, and also I wiped the heating element because when it's new there's always a layer of oil on it. Don't want the oil to get onto food, so I just wiped that. I washed the inner and outer basket with soap because again all new material will have some manufacturing oil on it because this is probably extruded. So let me just put this inside. I should wait for this to dry, but you know, no problem. Okay, I want to make sure that the machine is in view, and I'm just going to wipe it one more time because I still feel a bit soapy. Okay, now I'll tell you that it's actually very smooth and easy to remove the basket because apparently there are some rails down here to guide the basket into the oven. Okay, and the bottom, again you can see that unique patented turbo star type design at the bottom. Right, I still have to show you around the oven though, so let me just close this. So the front of the oven, I need to zoom in, right? That's just the LCD display. We'll go through a menu. I haven't seen this before yet. That's the handle. And then when the basket is in, you cannot unlatch the safety latch. Okay, only when it's out you can unlatch the safety latch. Okay, and if the safety latch is unlatched, when you push in, it should automatically lock the basket anyways. Now, turning around, on the left hand side there's nothing much. turning around, you can see the, well, let me see if I can just tilt this in and show you. That's the very large air vent, okay, and that's just the power cord. There are some vents down here at the bottom to get rid of maybe heating, and then on the right side there's also nothing. Okay. Now the top part, it's fairly simple. There's nothing on top except there's a beware it's hot sign at the back of showing the back it's actually heated up. Okay, I'm using it. Okay, so let me see if I can turn this thing on for the first time. Let me just get everything back into focus. Okay, let me just plug this thing in. Alright, so let me see if I can zoom into the menu. Alright, so this is on. Okay, you can see like there's just one little symbol which is like the start/on button. So if I press that, so the menu system lights up. It's got a very nice orange LED LCD type look to it. You can see like there are two scrollers. I think the left hand side is temperature. So it's got automatic menus, but let's look at the manual controls. I just briefly read the manual. So if you on the left hand side there are up and down arrows. So if you hit the up and down arrows, you can control the temperature at intervals of 5 degrees Celsius. I am not sure in the Malaysia unit you can change to Fahrenheit or not. So it can go as low as 65. Okay, the minimum is 60, and then if you hold, it will slowly increase, and then it goes up to about 200. Okay, so that's temperature setting. You can see a temperature symbol here. This should time. So if I touch this, would be 2 minutes, I think. Minimum 1 minute. So minimum is 1 minute, and it goes all the way up. Let's see how much time it can go up till. 60. So it goes up to a maximum of 60. Okay, so you actually see a time symbol down here. So if I turn, okay, let me just do that. Wonder what this thing does. Alright, so this thing down here, I think it okay, so this other, let me move to this side. This other menu item here actually lets you select the intelligent cook. So just roughly getting through. The first one would be frozen French fries. I think there's a default of 31 minutes at 180 degrees. Then there is freshly cut fries, 38 minutes at 180. Then there is chicken drumsticks at 180 at 27 minutes. These are the inbuilt intelligent menu. Fish at 200 at 20 minutes. Then there is a cake or pies at 160 at 45 minutes. Then I think this would be vegetables. Vegetables at 200 at 20 minutes. Wrong, so that wasn't vegetables. So let me just get back through. So the one that looks like a teardrop, that's actually meat. So that's at 200 at 20 minutes. Then you have mixed vegetables at 18 minutes at 180 degrees. And then the last one is actually quite special. It's a keep warm menu at 80 degrees for 30 minutes. I haven't seen other air fryers having that keep warm function. So to start off, I will heat the element up to maximum. Let's try for 5 minutes just to heat up the machine. Alright, and just say start. Okay, I will tell you that this thing doesn't sound very loud compared to my previous other brand small air fryer that I bought. You can check out the old videos. This is the test that I really want to do. I want to see how much of hot air comes out from the back of the unit, because if you go watch my previous video, you can feel like how much I hated that hot air blowing out from the air fryer. I will say like there's also quite a bit of hot air coming out from this air fryer. Maybe that's how air fryers are working, I don't know. But I have some solution to that. So yeah, it seems like all air fryers are actually pushing out hot air from behind the air fryer. But okay, so I'll go let this heat up, and then we'll go make some fries. Okay. So I'm almost done heating up the air fryer. There's 51 seconds left. There's actually a countdown. And then if I open up the tray, it pauses, because this is digital and not like the spring type. It actually pauses and automatically continues when I push back the tray. So that's the benefit of having a digital control versus the analog control. If you have the old analog control, when you pull out, the timer still goes, so you have to reset it. Okay, so digital control in that sense has got a bit of advantage. So other than that, I think the menu and the display looks very nice. It's got that very nice orange color with the black. The black and orange looks perfect together. So whoever designed the color scheme is pretty good. Alright, so it's just coming to an end. When it finishes the heating cycle or your roasting cycle, it will stop and beep. And I'll just listen to this. Three beeps, right? So not too loud. Not sure if we can set the volume yet, but I'm gonna go make some French fries. Okay, so I've got my heat pad so that I don't damage my countertop. Alright, and let's put in some frozen fries. Oh, okay, not too much. Okay. So if I tip the camera over, just give me a second. Oops, you can actually see that there's a small amount of fries that I've put in, and this should not take too long. Maybe just a little bit more. Most frozen fries are actually pre-oiled and pre-salted. I don't know, but let's see. So I am going to use the intelligent menu. So I'm going to say frozen fries, which is the first one. It will take 31 minutes though. That's pretty long, but it actually requires me to shake it like every 10 minutes or so. So let's start. Okay, then I'll come back when this is done. I reduced the time to about 15 minutes. So this is at the 15-minute time mark. And I will just say, compared to my other brand small air fryer, I don't feel that there are too much of plastic fumes that's coming out compared to the other air fryer. So I actually like this a lot initially, from the first time I'm using it. So our French fries is just about to be finished. This is about 15 minutes at 180. So 15 minutes, 15 minutes at 180 degrees. This should be quite alright now. So let's see if it's done. I've given it a shake earlier. You can hear the sizzling. So now I probably want it a little bit darker. So let me just put it back, and then I'm going to set 180. Maybe at another 5 more minutes. Okay, so once it's done, I'll come back and have a look. I can only smell the French fries, and I like the digital metering and the controls. When I pull out the tray, it pauses, unlike the analog type that goes on. Okay, so let's have a look at the perfectly brown. Very crispy. Let me just make sure I place it here so I don't melt my. Let me move this aside. It's hot. Okay, so let's have a look at the fries. It's very hot, so usually like I'll just say be careful. Still hot. There's already a good amount of crisp. When it cools out, it'll be a bit more crispy. The fries doesn't have salt though, but this is really good. No taste of any residue, plastic fumes or anything. Just clean fries, taste of and smell of French fries. Really good, really good. Okay, I'm gonna leave the camera up again. Alright, first time using a Philips air fryer. I will totally recommend this. You know, when you go out to the market and you check out air fryers and you see all that very cheap ones from or the OEM ones that come manufactured probably from China. Lots of brands are there, and I bought one of those. I recommend totally a real branded air fryer. It is that much different from the other ones that I'm using. I would totally use this and keep this on my counter. I will tell you that my previous air fryer that I reviewed, check out which brand it is. It's sitting on a shelf somewhere. I haven't used it since like the first 2 days because it just smelled weird. There's some plastic fumes smell to it. Love this. Again, this is my first day using. I will come back with multiple videos after. This is the HD9270 digital display. Love the quality. Okay, let me just say that again, right? What do I like about this particular air fryer? I love the build quality. I love the look and feel with the orange lights and the black body. I love that the internals of the whole air fryer is cladded with aluminium, so there's no exposed, well, or almost no exposed plastic in the roasting tray. I like the non-stick quality of the roasting, the inner tray. I like the digital control because it allows me to pull out and put back in to pause and restart or resume, unlike analogs. Analog controls, the timer just goes on. I like the fact that the air coming out from behind is not as hot as my previous air fryer, mainly because I think the better circulation. It's actually significantly more expensive compared to an equivalent one. So you can get similar size air fryer, I think, for about 250 ringgits. Retail price for this Philips digital control is about 750, 799. I got it for 400 ringgits, below 400 ringgits. A big steal considering the price and the quality. And of course, we gotta trust the brand, isn't it? It's Philips. Okay. So this is my initial unboxing review thoughts. I'll make different types of food in the next few days, and then we'll have a look. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. And if you want to know which other air fryer I was using or not using anymore, go look up in my channel. Alright, see you soon in the next video.